Zimbabweans, Malawans, Mozambicans, Nigerians, Tanzanians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Somalians. We need to listen to this. On the 16th of December, we're all going to come together and we're going to march to Cyril Ramaphosa's house. We are going to demand an end to the harassment against our Ethiopian brothers and our brothers that own spaza shops. There is no way we're going to allow the SG from the ANC to say spaza shops is only for South Africans. But we are going to be, I am going to be armed, and my Mossad security is going to be armed. So if any Operation Dudula come within 5 steps in my face, that is an assault. I will let them discharge firearms, will not take nonsense.
Guys, imagine the audacity. Every foreigners in South Africa now feels that South Africa is their homes. Like, I don't really know what those people think of South Africa. Whoever that knows this man should please tell him to remove Nigerians out of his mouth. This man never stood up for one day to send condolence to the families. He never even visited any of those families.
Hi, good morning. I call on all Ethiopians, Zimbabweans, Malawans, Mozambicans, Nigerians, Tanzanians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Somalians. We need to listen to this. On the 16th of December, we're all going to come together and we're going to march to Cyril Ramaphosa's house and to the Nelson Mandela Foundation. We are going to demand an end to the harassment against our Ethiopian brothers and our brothers that own spaza shops. There is no way we're going to allow the SG from the ANC to say spaza shops is only for South Africans. The African diaspora supported South Africa and the ANC in the time of need when they were in the trenches. There is no way they're going to try and separate us. Operation Dudula is a bunch of criminals, and these ladies that's attacking these poor Ethiopians in the Ledi is a bunch of lowlives that don't even pay tax. Now let us make it clear. We're going to march in our millions to Cyril Ramaphosa's house, and we're going to hand over a memorandum to the First Lady. And then we're going to the Nelson Mandela Foundation, because me personally, I donated huge amounts of money with Joe Stein to build Mandela a house in Mozambique with Klacha Machar. In Mozambique. I'm a VIP taxpayer and I've got the right to say this. We are going to have a peaceful march, but we are going to be, I am going to be armed, and my Mossad security is going to be armed. So if any Operation Dudula come within 5 steps in my face, that is an assault. I will let them discharge firearms for that. I will not take nonsense. We are going to have a peaceful march, but if Operation Dudula wants to come and intimidate us, we will deal with them properly. And we appeal to the South African police, because we're going to get permission for this march. We're going to appeal to the Metro Police because we're going to get permission to this march. And we are appealing to all the ambassadors, as well as the deputy ambassadors of all African states, to join us on this march. We've already got confirmation from some of the ambassadors that they will be joining us on this march, because enough is enough. We are not going to be abused by people that don't pay child support, they don't pay tax, they don't contribute to this economy. The only thing they contribute is crime and noise. Enough is enough.
Guys, imagine the audacity. Every foreigners in South Africa now feels that South Africa is their homes. Like, I don't really know what those people think of South Africa. Imagine what a foreigner living in South Africa is saying, calling on other African nationals to join him to protest. Like, I don't know. Now, how can people be this mean and ungrateful? Why on earth will you call other nationals to join you to protest against the closure of spaza shops? Like, South Africans actually want to take over this business in their own country. It's not as if they're invading in your country. It's not as if they're dictating what happens in your own country. These people are saying how they want things to be done in their own country, and you have the nerves to call on other African nationals to join you to protest. Like, is this man really okay? For me, these are the enemies of South Africans. Yes, because this man has been alive. This man knows all that has been happening in South Africa. Actually, South Africans never even wanted to take over the spaza shops. Yes, in the first place, South Africans never wanted to take over the spaza shops. They allowed foreigners to be doing that business. South Africans intentionally allowed foreigners to be doing those business so that they will not be in their country and be causing havocs. But this time, things have gone out of hand. Those people are actually unaliving the children. Every blessed day, keeps passes on simply because of consuming snacks bought from spaza shop, poisonous snacks bought from spaza shops. When you move into the spaza shops, almost like 90% of what they sell there are expired products. Some are rotten food, rotten meat in the freezer. Like, what can they do? All manner of things in their spaza shops. And now the citizens, South African citizens, have decided to manage this business. Let them now see how their children things like that will continue to happen. Let them see how their children will continue to die. Are they also asking for too much in their own country? Like, oh my goodness, like I can't even imagine how a foreigner will come into my own country to dictate for us what happens in our own country, especially when things like this are happening. Especially when things like this are happening, then someone will come up to say that he or she is coming to protest simply because, like, my fellow citizens have decided, or we the citizens have decided to take over spaza shop business in our own country because we want to put a stop, we want to put an end to all that has been happening. Children getting unalive after eating snacks, that we want to put a stop to it. Then somebody will come out to say that he or she is coming out to protest against it. Is the person okay? Does the person breathe through his ear? Like, I don't understand. Please, whoever that knows this man should please tell him to remove Nigerians out of his mouth. We will never be part of this, whatever protest that he wants. If you want to protest, let him continue. Let him go ahead. He should just do it in his name. He shouldn't call on other African nationals. Our eyes have opened. Our eyes have opened. A lot of Zimbabweans are against what is going on in South Africa. Most Somalians are against what is going on in South Africa. Most Nigerians are now speaking against what is going on in South Africa. So why is he calling on other nationals to join him? He wants to put our heads together. If he wants to protest, let him go. Why did you not protest? All this while that Pakistanis, Somalians have been poisoning the food that the children have been eating. Why is it that he has not protested ever since the children, after eating the snacks bought from spaza shops, kids passes on? Why has he even sent condolence to the families? He did not. Now he wants to take an advantage of what is going on in South Africa simply because South African citizens are saying enough is enough. What is it that we cannot do with spaza shops? We can do it. We intentionally allowed you foreigners to handle the business. But since you guys are now poisoning us, allow us to take over the business. Don't worry, we can do it better than you. Now, this man, all of a sudden, this man has decided to protest. Why did you not protest when the children, like I remember a family, a woman who lost three of her kids, and I think those three kids are the only children that she has in her entire life. Those three kids, these kids went to a spaza shop and bought snacks. And after eating those snacks, that was the end of it. Like, she buried the three of them the same day, the same time. This man never called on other African nationals to please rise up and speak against what is going on in South Africa. This man never stood up for one day to send condolence to the families. He never even visited any of those families. 2 weeks ago or last month, South Africa buried six good kids, six good children, six good solid children. This man never used his space, his media space to send condolence to the families. Now the South Africans are saying enough is enough. Please, you guys should not sell again. Please, if at all you are insisting on running spaza shop, please go to your country and open that spaza shop and be doing it. Enough. That they are tired of burying their children, that they want to take over the spaza shop business. Let them see how they will continue, children will continue to die after eating snacks. Now, this all of a sudden, this man have decided to bring African nationals together and cause violence in South Africa. We will never be part of that. Nigerians will never be part of that. We will never support you. We Nigerians are saying what is happening in South Africa is wrong. What Somalians, Pakistan, all those people that manages spaza shops and what they are doing is very, very wrong. If you are managing a spaza shop, then do it diligently. Please, if you come across this video, just know that this man actually wants to put Africans together to work against South Africa, and that will never be.